Sorry for the technical difficulties. We're just gonna fix it. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Alright, so anyways, as I was saying, Windows 7, why we got it support? But anyways, before we start that, I just want to say, first of all, now I had my first day of my life. Now, the first day was really funny. Now, also, everyone was expecting a Happy New Year! A Happy New Year! Like, literally, like, everyone was just like, Happy New Year! Oh yeah, New Year! Alright, 2020, a brand new year, a brand new decade. What could go on around here right now? What could go wrong? What could go wrong? We weren't expecting this. We weren't expecting this to happen. Australian forest fires literally out of nowhere. They are out of control already. Making sure that they don't actually get in this kind of situation. Like, literally. Like, these forest fires literally just come out of nowhere from, like, these places. Like, literally. There has been a lot of forest fires multiple times, like, in other countries. But for some reason, I just feel like that those forest fires, like, literally, in Australia, apparently, it was basically like, oh, you know what? I'ma just go and put the forest fires in the middle of nowhere. So, yeah. Boom! There we go. Forest fires out of nowhere. I'ma just go forest fire already. Oh, yeah. Oh. That's basically how it went. But then when the people saw the forest fire in Australia, they were like, oh, shoot! We gotta get them out! We gotta get them out! Come on, like, shh! Oh, get the water! Get the water! Get the water! That's basically what they did. That's basically what they did. And literally, that is basically so highly unusual. Like, literally. I can't believe why. Now let's talk about the forest fires. Let's talk about Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, wow. I was not expecting him to die in a helicopter. No offense, but literally. I was not expecting him to die in a helicopter. But why, though? It's like literally just say, Mayday! Mayday! Come on! Just go on in right now! Like literally, right now! That's basically how it went. And then boom! Gone! No more Kobe Bryant! What's the matter with that? Dude, 2020's messed up. And then all of a sudden, March. Yeah, I was still at school at the time. Yes, I am 17, as you guys know. It's literally just highly unusual for this. For some reason, the pandemic hit Canada and the freaking US. I just don't believe it. Canada and the US. Wow. Was not expecting that to happen. It's just literally out of control. 2020's got a big nutshell going on around here. And you're just saying, boom, out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. You literally got something to do about it. Well, you know. But anyways, 2020 has gotten a little more fricked up so badly. And then, 2020, it just be like, ooh, I gotta smooch you. It's just like, boom, I really need to do this. Come on. And then COVID's like, you know what? I got the corona. I'm literally gonna come here right now. Come on. Let's take over Canada and the US. Let's do it, boy. Come on, fool. Let's go. That's basically how it went. That's basically how 2020 a little bit went. Enough talking about that. Let's talk about masks. Now, literally, when the pandemic hit, we all had to wear masks. And I'm not kidding. We all had to wear masks out of nowhere. And literally, with those masks, like literally. I know people are like, no, let's not wear masks. Come on. Dude, we have to wear masks for our safety, first of all. So I know that's one thing we have to be surprised about. But second of all, we just need to literally just when the pandemic hit, we all had to wear masks. I know the mask was, when we first wore it, it was like, oh my face, oh my gosh, it's so boring, it's so weird, oh my gosh, you literally gotta be kidding me, why? That's basically how the mask went. A little more that the mask went in time, I just want to say that there's literally more with the mask. Now, a lot of celebrities were in quarantine, even the kid-friendly ones like Rob Paulson, Maurice LaMarche, Tara Strong, all the others. Even Alec Baldwin was in quarantine too. Like, literally. I know you guys know them. It's really awesome. I gotta say, you guys really know them. But anyways, we had started to go to online classes. Like, literally. Online class was really a big difference for us. We have never even gone online class for the first time. And for the first time, online class is not the same as regular classes. But it was for our safety, though. Now let's move on to let's move on to May. Now, May was kind of okay. It was okay. Like here in Canada. But the U.S. was really big, surprisingly and shocked out of nowhere. I don't even know why. Because the President of the United States literally just was not right. I can't say his name or else he's going to report me. Thank you very much. I'm not done with it yet, but it's literally just going up really, really surprisingly out of nowhere how the President did such a hard work. Like, literally. He did really a hard work not wearing a mask. Wow. Really bad. I'm being sarcastic, dude. But literally. It's just, I don't even know why it was like that. Like the United States. But I know most Canadians, like me, we're literally just like, okay. Now, there was a little cases. Well, where I live. There was a little bit cases where I live. In, like, May, which apparently was a big surprise, which I was glad for that. And I was like, okay, I can go for a swim. I can go for a walk. I can go exercise, do whatever I want. So, yeah. Now we move on to June. Now you guys were expecting Little Einsteins 2020 to be released in June 6th. Now, if you guys don't know, that's basically a reference to June's age and also the name of June from Little Einsteins. Yep. Really, really surprising. By the way, so was the Wonder Pets reboot. It was supposed to be released after the day for Little Einsteins 2020, like literally. The exact same day. But never was released. I mean, surprise. Until in July 2020. It's when Henry Stickmin came out, like literally. Everyone was going out and like they were buying the game, they were getting the game, and were saying like, oh, nostalgic, gotta know it, oh, nostalgic, you gotta do nostalgia so badly, like literally. Just trying to make sure. By the way, literally, being rejected so hard, like for that game, like literally, everyone was after that game so hard. After the game so hard, you just couldn't make it. Literally. Trying to make sure that you cannot go into peace. I mean, that's how you go. That's how you go. Because Roblox literally just goes out of nowhere and go right there. Now, another thing I would like to talk about first of all is basically for another thing I want to talk about. Now, it's also about 2020, and this was a really big situation that was going on. Then once in August, the pandemic started to go way higher where I live. Started to go more higher. It was going freaking high about where it was with the level of highness. More higher than Jeremy Irons from Dungeons and Dragons. I know you guys know that game, Dungeons and Dragons, Game of Thrones, you know that. Now, literally, it's just really surprising on how this gone through. And also, you might have known that this was a really big, unusual day, an unusual month. But when September came back up, I didn't want to go back to school. You want to know why? I didn't want to actually go online classes. You want to know why? We had to wake up that morning. I know all teenagers, they stay up late. Like, we teenagers sometimes stay up late. Well, most of the time. We stay up late, and then the next day, we forget that we have homework or we have school. That's basically how it goes with us teenagers. Yeah, I know. 17 years old. Surprising. Even though there's some of us that are like 14, 15, and 16, 17, 18 years old. Literally out of nowhere. Yeah, so yeah, you gotta do everything you like. First of all, now, a good thing that came up in 2020 is I gotta say, now, we go back all the way to February, the Sonic movie came out. The Sonic movie went to theaters. We all know, we went to see it, it was a big hit. Bigger than the Harley Quinn movie, like literally. I'm just so glad I went to see it before the pandemic hit. I was just literally glad. Sorry about that. Sorry about the way how I talk. But literally, the Sonic movie was just a big success. Like, I gotta say, like, really awesome on how it was. And also, most of the part, I gotta say, most of it trying to get into, you know, like getting with the characters, getting with everything, we just gotta try to make sure that we don't fail at this kind of situation. Because, as everyone says, you know what? I'm gonna do it. We're all in this together. Once we know that we are strong, that we're seeing. We're all in this together. Nothing can stop us now. I don't even know the whole entire lyrics. Yeah, High School Musical. High School Musical was really big, I gotta say. It was really big. Boy, I'm thirsty. I'm really thirsty. Woo, man. refreshing water because I've been screaming so much and also been talking too much too. It's really awesome. Trying to make sure that we can actually get into this together. But literally, there's just some things. Now, if we go into March before the pandemic hit in March, but what day? What day you ask? What day? It was like a third Sunday. Yeah, a third freaking Sunday. That's when it actually hit. Out of nowhere. It just went up the butt so badly, and then went boom, out of nowhere. And for that, I gotta say, it's really unusual in how it is. Like 2020, I know you'd be like, oh yeah, oh you got the corona. Corona kind of destroyed theaters, trying to go right here, trying to make sure that you can go right here. Like I'm John Leguizamo, I said the sloth. Oh yeah. That's basically how it goes. Sorry about that. By the way, speaking of celebrities, I gotta say, Alec Baldwin has lost as Alec Baldwin Trump, like literally out of nowhere. I know some of you, does some of you watch SNL? Because if you have, it's really funny though, but it's only for teenagers and adults though. But literally, I'm just so surprised that all the celebrities were actually just like all in quarantine, like out of nowhere. And even though all through that, I gotta say, like, there's something going on. Even the Nickelodeon stars, Chase Norman, who else? Let's say Sean Ryan Fox, and everyone else got in quarantine out of nowhere. Even Lincoln Loud got in quarantine too. How does that expect for that? The Loud House in quarantine out of nowhere. So did the Disney star actors. They also went in quarantine too, which is surprising. I mean, they all went like, this pandemic hit. What should we do? I think we should not do any more shows in air. Okay, let's go. That's basically how they went. That's basically how every TV show went. I'm not even kidding. That's how they all went. And even though some shows are still airing, I mean, Bubble Guppies had another season, like literally. They were supposed to air another season, like more episodes, but literally, the pandemic hit out of nowhere. And then they're like, swim! Swim away! Swim away! Swim away! Swim away! Come on! Swim, come on! That's literally how it went. They swam away because literally, they're out of nowhere and just trying to run from this pandemic. I mean, literally, that's just one of the most worst things in the pandemic, like literally out of nowhere. Now, as you know, I'm literally out of nowhere, coming out from all the way from Canada to being a comedian. Stand-up comedian. This is my first stand-up comedian, like I said before. I've done a lot of stand-up before, so literally before, it's really awesome. And even though, I mean, Kevin Hart with Dwayne Johnson, like literally. I also heard that Dwayne Johnson accidentally got COVID too. Like during the summer, he had COVID and he didn't feel well. Like literally. I mean that man. Poor strong man, like literally just be like, I thought it was The Rock, like literally, he'd just be like going like, oh yeah, what can I say except you're welcome. The COVID cannot stop me now. What can I say except you're welcome. The COVID cannot stop me now. Oh yeah, you're welcome. Ah! Wow. Alright. So yeah, a little more has gone into it, which I didn't like about COVID. Which COVID came into a really big, bad disaster. Like literally. Now we go up to August now. August, a little more August. Now I know we're still in August, but literally out of nowhere. But all of a sudden, the actor of Black Panther dies! Literally out of nowhere. You know what? Get Dick Van Dyke and Betty White together, wrap them all up together, and get them all. And same thing with the old him, gotta wrap it all up together, like literally out of nowhere. Even though celebrities just go and drink and drive, they just drink, literally they just go drinking, but literally they couldn't because the pandemic came. Now, myself, I don't drink. I drink water because it's healthy for me. Delicious. Now, a lot more has gone into this pandemic too. Like, I don't even know why it's getting into this way. It's just, I don't really like how it's gone there. So yeah, a little more for this pandemic has gone with it. Like literally. Now, if we go into October, people were saying that Halloween was bad. I don't celebrate Halloween, actually. I never do. Ever since I was 4 years old, I never celebrate Halloween. But anyways, on the day of Halloween, there was actually a serial killer on that day, like literally. I'm not even kidding. If you read on the news, there was a serial killer in Canada. He came out killing everyone and just going boom, 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 out of nowhere. Okay. Excuse me. Alright. I had fried chicken and salad today. So literally, I don't even know why it's just going like this in this kind of situation, like literally. Now, as you might have noticed that, basically, now, I know you guys are wondering, what has Rocket been doing in quarantine? Oh well, he was having the time of his life. Just going like, man, it just feels really good to be here. I mean, literally, in quarantine, but it's sad I couldn't see Quincy or June, like anyone. Like, I can't visit anyone, I can't even do anything. That's basically what he's like. Now, Big Jet is probably breaking the COVID-19 rules right now because, literally, he does not like to wear masks. That's basically about 2020 about how he doesn't like to do. But, literally, people, a little more has been going. November, Election Day has been going on. Has been a bit of a nutshell. Saying, who's going to win? Who's going to lose? Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? I know I'm not American, but literally, I know that, literally, I just want to say, because the votes were actually really big, and they dig it. So, yeah, there's a little more I gotta get into. So, yeah. By the way, especially other comedians, like Rick Miller. Oh, what do you know? First of all, I'm in a lot of shows doing like a lot of this. Also, in Just for Laugh Gang, literally out of nowhere. Literally, it's just so surprised on how it's getting through this kind of situation, like literally out of nowhere. Like, oh man, I love these shows ever. Also, Scott McCaw, we literally got him here. Oh, you know, first of all, I literally do shows, first of all. Like, I've done kids shows like Just in Time and literally and Yin Yang Yo too, like literally. It's just going out of nowhere, like literally. That's basically how it's gone with every kind of situation. Also, a little more has gone to, I mean, literally, December. Oh my goodness, December. What can I say? Christmas time. I know you're expecting. Oh, it was okay. It was okay, but not the same as it was. Because literally, this pandemic hit out of nowhere and just going like, boom! Bye-bye! See you later! Bye-bye! See you later! I'm Shrek. I'ma just go, oh yeah, I'm a hip-hop low, get me like another flow. That literally just goes like that. For some reason, it just goes like that. Literally, I don't know. I mean, literally, it's just highly unusual on how it gets this kind of situation. I mean, like, Shrek, you know, like literally, if he was in quarantine, I know you're wondering, what would he have done, Shrek? Also, with another shout out to Spider-Man 3, which is supposed to be Spider-Man 4, with all three actors, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and also Tom Holland. Can't wait to see that in theaters next year. It's gonna be really lit as pile, better than pile, man. You know, I must say, it's literally just really awesome. I mean, this kind of situation on, like, for COVID-19 is really a big kind of, a big situation. In December, we had the COVID-19 vaccine ready. Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's go, boy. Let's go. Oh yeah, let's go. Woo! Oh yeah, COVID-19 vaccine ready. COVID-19 vaccine ready. Apparently, as you know, at least you now know that I'm still trying to take over the world because, first of all, Pinky, are you pondering what I'm pondering? I think so, bud, because first of all, I don't even know why the COVID-19 is here. That's basically how Pinky and the Brain with their reaction go, like, literally out of nowhere. I mean, yeah, and then you have Inspector Gadget come along and say, well, you know, first of all, I gotta say, there's a lot of things going on in this kind of situation. Trying to make sure this COVID-19 pandemic, I'm trying to make sure not to die from COVID, even though I am a robot. I take care of all my family, make sure to stay home, wear a mask, wash your hands every day, and then everything will be fine. That's basically how it goes. And literally there's more. There's more, like literally. Like all these comedians are also all in quarantine still. Literally until this very day. Jim Carrey, wow, he did a really good job in the Sonic movie. I mean, he did a good job doing an impression of Joe Biden to go like, well, you shut up, man, like literally. First of all, I just want to say it's literally just out of nowhere that even though we won the election, it's still good. That's literally what happened in November. With like the president versus the formal vice president, like literally out of nowhere. I can't believe it though. It's still been a nutshell though. But I hope the next year, 2021, will be really surprising. And will be really, really good. I mean, literally just out of nowhere. 2021. 2021! Now, I know you're expecting, dude, it won't be the best. COVID variant's already out! But dude, instead of calling it COVID variant, why not call it COVID 2020? The COVID variant came out 2020, so why not call it COVID 2020? Literally out of nowhere, just go like, oh no, the COVID variant is literally out of nowhere, like literally out of nowhere. Just go in and make sure that I don't go anywhere else. You know what? I'm a guy from Home Alone, just trying to make sure that I don't. You know, literally, I just need to try to make sure to catch that boy, to make sure he doesn't catch in that kind of situation. And even Kevin Hart, he made fun of 2020. He's like, look, first of all, like literally, there's no way that you can actually get in this kind of situation. Like 2020 was actually was a really big bad decision to make. Like literally, I never want to do this kind of situation. Like trying to make sure they're trying to get that in this kind of situation like ever again. That's basically how it was, like, for all these comedians and actors, like, literally. Even Seinfeld, like, literally, he'd just be like, oh, no, I'm just literally just trying to go and die from this, like, you know, first of all, I was in the B movie, and literally, I'm just trying to not to die from this kind of situation like this. That's basically how Barry B. Benson is feeling in quarantine right now. And then also, more comedians and actors are still stuck in this kind of situation. We're still trying not to get in this kind of situation. Because I know that, and also more shows, more films, more movies are coming out 2021. And also, okay, I know 2021 is a little early for 2021, but the SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run. Wow! Bad negative credits. Bad negative. Everyone hated Keanu Reeves as that weird thing, whatever it was. It literally was just out of nowhere. Just be like, oh, I'm a celebrity. I'ma just do whatever I want. Oh yeah, I'm the Canada's greatest stuntman. I was Duke Kaboom out of nowhere. That's basically how it was, like out of nowhere for it. So literally, it's just more in this kind of situation. Also for these actors, like in the celebrities too. Even the kid-friendly actors like Rob Paulson and Maurice LaMarche, Tara Strong, Greg Delisle, all the actors are all in quarantine. I'm not even kidding. Even Eugene Levy is in quarantine too. I don't even know why they're all in quarantine, but it's just really, really unusual. They all in quarantine for no reason. Because of the coronavirus pandemic. A little more that's got into this kind of situation, I gotta say, is just literally just going on over and over again. Now, Trump be going like this. He should be going like, we need to build a wall. Like, literally out of nowhere. Why do we need to build a wall? We don't need a wall. What's wrong with the wall? Like, why do we literally need a wall? There's no reason that we need a wall for that. But the election was kind of funny, but also kind of interesting too. What else we got from this kind of situation of COVID-19? Like for a little bit good, positive stuff in 2020. Now, what we got from positive, and not the kind of positive that you would get in a COVID test. I'm talking about the positive that was good in this year. Disney Onward went to theaters. Wow. Tom Holland, Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, and Spider-Man went to theaters again. Like, for some reason. It's just really surprising on how it's gone through. Really awesome. Great job. You did a good job. Shout out to both of you guys. Shout out to both of you. I know that Star-Lord is basically Owen Brady, Raptor trainer from Jurassic World, literally. And also Emmett Brakowski from the Lego Movie 1 and 2. If you guys seen that movie, leave a like if you've seen the movie. But anyways, though, it's just really, really how unfunny, though, like 2020 has been like. Now, if you think about it, if you actually go for the role of 2020, now, here's how 2020 would have gone without the pandemic. Oh, hey there! Happy New Year, everyone! It's so nice to see you around here. First of all, 2020 has been going on really well. Now what are we going to do first? Let's just go and make sure that we don't go and die in this kind of situation. without the Australian fires. Oh wow, the year's going really good. If Kobe Bryant didn't die. Oh yeah, let's go to the NBA players. Oh yeah, woohoo! The NBA. All right, let's go. What else we got? No wearing masks if the pandemic didn't actually came, but sadly it came. Everything would have been fine. We would have gone out to the beach. We would have gone out to have fun. We would have gone to exercise. Well, I went out to exercise this year, so who cares about it? And finally, we wouldn't have to go through this stinking election. Well, actually, we went through the stinking election, but the election is okay though. They're doing like, I know basically. I'm not in political stuff, like literally. It's just really how funny it is, like for this like pandemic to actually, and also really weird how this pandemic actually infected and also impacted on our lives too. We just want to go back to our regular lives. Dude, COVID-19! We just want to go back to our regular lives. We just want to go back to the beach. We just want to go back to have fun. We just want to go back to school. We just want to go back to do any of those stuff, literally. And that's how it was. So yeah. So what did we learn about COVID-19? Never do bad stuff. I mean, Shia LaBeouf was also in quarantine. He's just like, what are you waiting for? Just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it! That's literally how Shia LaBeouf would have said it. Literally. Even though you guys have seen the meme, it's really, really fun. Try not to die from this kind of situation. And even though, like, going in, like, seeing that new Grinch movie that came out 2018, people didn't like it. I like the Jim Carrey version. And also the one animated by Dr. Seuss. Anyways, let's talk about Christmas films. Now, Christmas films, one thing I gotta complain, this year was crap. I know I'm saying this, but literally, it wasn't good for me. It didn't actually interest me. Unlike Elf. Elf is now a Christmas classic. I mean, shout out to you, Will Ferrell. Shout out, man. Shout out. Oh, man. Like, literally. I gotta say, some of these shows now, like, and some of these films now, like, literally suck. No offense, but some of these films now, like Christmas films, really suck. Because they don't have the Christmas spirit in them. Like, literally just going out of nowhere. Like, you know, deck the halls with house of holly, fa la 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 la. You even ruin Christmas too? Like, literally. I mean, even if Sammy would say, "You friggin' fricks! When will you learn? When will you learn?" Literally out of nowhere. When will you learn about it immediately? That's basically how Sammy would have said it. I know how it would have been like, but still, 2020 has been quite of a nutshell. What else we got? Okay, now, you all are going to hate this, but literally, Adobe Flash is ending tomorrow. Tomorrow, they hate you tomorrow because they hate Adobe Flash. Like, literally out of nowhere. They just be hating Adobe Flash, like, literally out of nowhere. Now, first thing, I'm not making sure, like this. That's how it's doing, like, literally. Like Jim Carrey swings. Kind of got out of nowhere to make sure that I don't die from this. That's literally how it is. Like, literally. 2020 has been quite of a nutshell. Now, before I go, I know you guys enjoyed, but we only have a few more minutes to kill, and then we'll be good. Now, guys, a little more is gone. Okay. Also, it's really awesome on how we're going through this kind of situation for this. Trying to make sure that you don't die. Okay, so yeah. Let's see how it goes. Okay, now a little more has gone into this. Okay, so yeah, let's go and make sure if anything's fine for this. Like 2020 has gone in this. Okay, what else? What else does this? I mean, literally, they just say the mic is really unusual, out of nowhere. Trying to make sure, and also I gotta say, like even Christopher Walken's like, dude, literally, you just gotta go try to make sure that you don't die from this kind of situation. Try to make sure that you don't actually do weird. I mean, I was in 9 Lives, as you guys might have noticed. I played a cat whisperer. And literally, I just go my way and try not to die. Oh, shut up, you old hag. Leave me out of nowhere, like, just go down there. By the way, sorry about that. A little bit of Family Guy was actually trying to go in. I don't even know why it was, but it was unusual for this. But unusual for this, out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, it just go like this. I mean, even though some films are still awesome, they're still really good. Really good for the way it is. I mean, you know, trying to make sure that I don't actually try to get through this. But we're all in this together, and we're still fine just the way we are. Okay. Alright, okay. How is it? My mic still good? My mic still good? Alright, how is it? How is it? Is this good? Is it good? Is it good? Still good? Or is it actually going in this kind of situation? Okay, there we go. My mic's working, okay. Just, my mic was acting weird, and literally, it just go like, bada bing, bada boom, out of nowhere, going through this kind of situation. Oh yeah. All we gotta do is don't worry, do about a thing, do. Cause every little thing gonna be alright. Oh yeah, don't worry. 2020 about a thing, cause 2021 is gonna be really fine. I mean, literally, going up in the sun, never dying in the sky, going everywhere, going in the high. Alright, I'm not gonna sing anymore. Because literally that's how 2020 has gone in this kind of situation. So really, really surprised for 2020. Now 2021. Now people were saying that 2021 will be okay. Well, I hope it's okay. I hope it goes fine. I mean, we might go see some movies after when the pandemic is over. Well, we don't know if the pandemic is over because literally COVID variant is still there. Or as I like to call it, COVID-20. So yeah, that's all there is. And it's really awesome. So yeah, what can I say? What can I say about 2020? Now, I gotta say, now let me just do a final thing before I have to go. So yeah, let me just go back. Now, hold up. We'll be right back after this break, and I'll see y'all later. We'll be right back. I promise you. We'll be right back. Alright, I'm coming back to my regularly scheduled business. Alright. So yeah, now I finished talking about 2020. I'm going to do impressions now. Now, literally, there's basically some things that I don't even know about. Now, you guys might have known me. My name is Rocket. Rocket from Little Einstein's 2020. And it basically has been a really big surprise on how 2020 has gone. So yeah, this is my first stand-up. I gotta say, it's really a surprise, even though I don't even know why I'm doing stand-up. It's just really a surprise on how I'm going through. Now, this has been a surprise. Now, let me tell you a story on how the Little Einsteins and I, we went to bed, but I went to bed in peace. Now, apparently, now there was a thing. Now, I had trouble sleeping, and they said, Rocket, are you okay? And I'm like, what? Literally, I mean, what else could you say other than, like, I'm like, what? Like, literally. And they said, are you okay? And they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, well, you know, first of all, I'm having trouble sleeping. I can't even go to sleep. I know Big Jet's watching. I know he's gonna go like, haha, yeah, I can't believe it. He's a really bad comedian. That's basically how it would have gone. I mean, literally, how it would have gone like this. Now, I did bump into a few times. And then, all of a sudden... Now, this was surprising. Annie asks, do you want me to sing to you to sleep? And I'm like, no! Literally. I mean, why does she want to sing to me when I'm trying to sleep? And then, Quincy's like, do you want me to play the instrument? And I'm like, no! Why would I... I mean, literally. I'm just trying to fall asleep and you're asking me questions? Then June asks, do you want me to dance? Do you want me to dance for you to sleep? Dance to sleep? And I'm like, Oh, no way, Jose. Definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, literally. So uncomfortable for some reason. So, yeah. A little more has gone into this kind of situation. I mean, literally. Another thing I had to go on, like, now, Leo asked, you want me to conduct? And I'm like, maybe okay. So basically, yeah, it's just highly unusual. I don't even know why. But Annie said, I'm gonna sing to you anyway. And I'm like, okay then, fine. That's basically how it's gone. So this is a song written by the Little Einsteins. That what they've been going through. And how everything would have been fine. Alright. Have to be very calm. Whew, okay. Let me just, okay, get a little bit more like, okay, yeah, just a little bit, okay. Go to sleep, don't die from me. What? What do you mean die? Literally, what? Why? What is this, Bobby's World? I mean, literally, this is not a Howie Mandel stand-up, okay? This is a Jeremiah Gamer stand-up. I don't even know why. So much has gone through this kind of situation, and you're literally just singing like Howie Mandel's Bobby's World. I mean, that's basically how it would have gone. So yeah, a little more has gone into this kind of situation. Now, I do like how the way, now we all sing, now we just say, okay, now let me just continue singing this again. Now you know not to fall asleep. Like, excuse me, what? And then she's like, sorry, I messed up that note there. That's basically how she would have gone, like, for some reason. Not even kidding. I know people are saying that Annie's a bad singer. I mean, you check on the internet multiple times, and you're still saying that she's a bad singer. Wow, how pathetic. Highly unusual. There's no reason you have to insult some of my friends, though. So much has gone, and I've literally just tried to do it. Now, continue on with the singing, okay. Make sure to be calm in this kind of situation. When you see Big Jet break off his wings and he won't fly. And then I'm like, huh? What? Isn't that kind of unusual? Isn't that violent? I said. And literally, just going through this kind of situation, I don't even know why it's literally violent. So much. I can't believe it. And then the next part is basically, now go to sleep, rocket. You'll be fine in a jiffy or two. To calm down, never go, stop coming. Then Ringo will haunt your. Excuse me? What do you mean haunt me? Literally. I asked Annie, why does he want me to haunt me so much? Literally. Why? And then they asked, it's just trying to metaphor. It's a metaphor. And I'm like, okay then. Basically, the next face I make, it's like, the master of the skies. Literally, how it's going. That's basically how I would have gone through in this every kind of situation. Now, also, let's continue. Okay, now she continues singing. She's like, don't forget, if anything bad happens, I will be still always grand and never forget anything. I know our parents are still here. And I'm like, oh, you mean Jay and Leah still here? Literally out of nowhere. Even though we still have a lot of work to do. So much about it for so work to do. Looks like I actually confirmed Leo and Annie's parents' name. I'm surprised I actually confirmed it. How such a surprising thing I've gone through. I mean, I've always found a way, like literally. Now, more things I've gone into. Now you see, how everyone like is always together. I mean, the little Einsteins. Now, I fall asleep after that,
And they're like, good night, Rocket. That's basically how they go. And then they just go all the way time, all the way sleeping.
I'm sorry, did I wake you up?
That is basically how it would have gone. So yeah, that's my story. That's everything you gotta do. That's it.
Thank you so much for staying in the stand-up comedy. Good night, everyone. As Yaku would always say, thank you, everybody. Good night, everybody. Come on next time. See you later. Bye-bye.